Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will explore one of the most fundamental commands in Git, git add. We will learn how to use it to prepare or stage our changes for a commit. First, we will quickly recap what the staging area is and why it is so important in the Git workflow. Then, we will introduce the git add command as the bridge between your working files and your repository's history. We will cover the basic uses, like how to add a single file or all of your changes at once. Next, we will look at the powerful all and update flags to give you more control over what you stage. After that, we will dive into an advanced and incredibly useful feature, interactive staging using the patch flag. We will walk through how to navigate the interactive patch to stage only specific parts of a file. By the end, you will have a complete understanding of how to use git add to craft the perfect commit. Let's get started. Before we dive into the git add command, let's quickly refresh our memory on a key concept, the staging area. Remember the three states in Git: the working directory, the staging area, and the repository. The staging area is the crucial middle step. Think of it like a box you are preparing to ship. Your working directory is your workshop where you make things. When a piece is ready, you do not ship it immediately. Instead, you place it in the box using the git add command. This box is your staging area. It allows you to gather all the related pieces you want to ship together. Only when the box is perfectly packed do you seal it and send it to the repository with a git commit. This process gives you the power to create clean and meaningful commits. In the next section, we will look at the command that moves your changes into this box. So how do we move our changes from the working directory into that staging area box? The command for this is git add. Think of git add as the official gateway to your project's history. When you run this command on a file, you are telling Git that you are happy with the changes in that file and you want to include them in the next commit. It is important to know that git add does not permanently save anything. It only prepares your changes. The command is also very flexible. You can use it to add a single file, multiple files, or even just a few specific lines from one file. In the next few sections, we will look at all the different ways to use it. Let's start with the most basic and common scenario. You have created a new file or changed an existing one, and you want to stage it. First, we will create a simple text file. Now, if we run git status, Git will tell us it has found an untracked file. This means the file exists in our working directory, but it is not part of our staging area or repository history. To stage this file, we simply type git add, followed by the name of the file. After running the command, if we check the status again, the output is different. The file is now listed under changes to be committed. This confirms that our file has been successfully moved to the staging area, ready for the next commit. But what if you have changed many files? Let's look at how to handle that next. Adding files one by one works, but it is not very practical when you have changed 5 or 10 files. Thankfully, Git gives us a much faster way. The most common shortcut is git add, followed by a single dot. In the command line, a dot represents the current directory. So this command tells Git to add all new files and all modified files from the folder you are currently in, and all of its subfolders. Let's see an example. We will create 2 new files. When we run git status, we see both are untracked. Now we run git add dot. If we check the status one more time, we can see that Git has staged both files for us in one single command. This is the command you will likely use most often in your day-to-day workflow. Next, we will look at another flag that seems similar but has a key difference. The git add dot command is great, but it has one limitation. It does not stage information about files you have deleted. For that, we need a more powerful option, the all flag. You can type it as "all", or the more common shortcut, "A". This command tells Git to look at the entire project, not just the current directory, and stage absolutely everything. This includes new files, modified files, and deleted files. Let's look at an example. First, we will delete a file that Git is already tracking and create a new one. If we check the status, Git shows us 2 things, a deleted file and an untracked file. Now, if we run git add -a and then check the status again, we can see that both the deletion of the old file and the creation of the new file are now staged and ready for the next commit. Next, we will look at one more flag that gives us even more specific control. We have seen how to add everything, but what if you only want to stage changes to files that Git is already tracking? For this, we have the update flag, which is a lowercase -u. This command tells Git to look for modifications and deletions, but only in files it already knows about. It will completely ignore any new files you have created. Let's see it in action. We will modify a file that is already part of our repository. Then, we will create a completely new file. When we run git status, Git shows one modified file and one untracked file. Now we will run git add with the -u flag. If we check the status again, we see something interesting. Only the modified file has been staged. The brand new untracked file has been completely ignored. This is very useful when you have made a lot of changes but are not yet ready to add the new files to the repository. Now let's look at the most precise staging method of all, interactive staging. Now we come to one of the most powerful and precise tools in Git, interactive staging. What if you made several different changes in a single file, but you only want to include some of them in your next commit? The patch flag lets you do exactly that. You can use the long form, double -patch, or the shorter -page. When you run git add with this flag, Git will not stage anything immediately. Instead, it will walk you through your file, show you each block of changes one by one, and ask you what to do with it. This allows you to create extremely clean and focused commits. Let's imagine we have added 2 unrelated lines to a file. When we run git add with the patch flag, Git shows us the changes and presents us with a prompt. It is now waiting for our command. In the next section, we will break down what these options mean and how to use them. When Git shows you that prompt, it is asking you for a command. Let's go through the most common ones you will use. Typing Y means yes, I want to stage this specific block of code. Typing N means no, I want to skip this block for now. The most powerful option here is S, which stands for split. If Git shows you a hunk that contains multiple changes, but you only want to stage one of them, the split command will try to break the hunk into smaller pieces for you. If you want to exit the interactive session at any time, you can type Q for quit. Any changes you already said yes to will stay staged. If you are a geek and want to edit the current hunk manually, type M for manual. Finally, if you ever forget what these letters mean, just type a question mark, and Git will show you a helpful guide. This interactive mode is the ultimate tool for crafting perfect, clean commits. Try it out yourself, perform multiple updates to an existing tracked file, and use the patch option during staging to get into the interactive mode and explore each options. Now let's summarize what we have learned about git add. Let's quickly summarize what we have learned about the git add command. Its main job is to move your changes from the working directory to the staging area. This allows you to carefully prepare what will be included in your next commit. You can add a single file by name or use git add dot to quickly stage all new and modified files. For more control, you can use flags. -A is for staging absolutely everything, including deletions. -U is for staging only the updates to files Git is already tracking. And for the ultimate level of precision, you can use the patch flag to interactively choose which specific lines you want to stage. Mastering git add is the key to creating clean, logical, and professional commits. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about new content. A link to the code and the markdown file for this presentation is included in the description section below. See you in the next video.